Hello friends, welcome to Oracle 26 AI New Feature video series. In this video, we are going to learn about the CEIL and floor function support as part of date, timestamp and interval data type. Earlier, the CEIL and floor function was supported only for numerical data type, but starting from 26 AI database, we will be able to use the CEIL and floor function as part of these data types also. I'll close this video with demo showing the usage of CEIL and floor function for date, timestamp and interval data type. But before that, let me quickly tell you what is the CEIL and floor function will return based on the numerical value. Okay, because the behavior is very similar to the numerical value in terms of date also. Let's start understanding the floor and CEIL function, then we'll move ahead with the date data type. Suppose if there is an input like 5.4, the CEIL function will always return the immediate higher number, upper number, and the floor function will return the immediate lower number. So in this case, for the input 5.4, the CEIL function will return 6. Similarly, the floor function will return 5. Irrespective of the decimal position, the CEIL will always return 6 here and the floor will always return 5. Even if the input is 5.999, the CEIL function will return 6 and floor function will return 5. For example, in this case, for 5.6, even if it is 5.9, the CEIL will always return 6 and the floor will return 5. So this behavior is very similar to the round and trunk function, but there is a slight difference between the round and trunk function versus the floor and CEIL function. For example, if the input is 5.4, obviously the trunk always will return the immediate lower number, irrespective of whatever the number after the decimal point. Even if it is 5.999, the trunk will always return 5. So in this case, obviously round also will return 5 because round will try to round based on the numbers after the decimal point. So in this case, if it is 5.5 or greater than 5.5, then the round will return 5. Suppose if the input is 5.6, obviously trunk will return 5, whereas the round will return 6. So this is the slight difference in the behavior between CEIL floor versus round and trunk. So in this video, we are going to understand the CEIL and floor usage for the date, timestamp and interval data type. Of course, very similar to number. For the date, timestamp and interval also, we will be able to go to the next higher value or the immediate lower value. Let me quickly show you an example to understand this concept better. Okay, let me start with the same example. So obviously the floor of 5.4 will return 5 and the CEIL of 5.4 will return 6. Floor and CEIL of 5.9, obviously here also exactly same as I told, irrespective of the number after the decimal position, the floor and CEIL will return the immediate lower number or immediate higher number. Okay, so this is slightly different from the round and trunk because round and trunk will always truncate the numbers after the decimal position, whereas the round will try to round off based on the value after the decimal point. For example, 5 point will get rounded to 6, whereas a trunk of 5.5 will return 2. Okay, now let us move to the usage of CEIL and floor function as part of date, timestamp and interval data type. So I'm just altering the session to display the date in this format like DD, month, YY and hour in 24 hours format, minutes and seconds, so that we'll be able to see the date much better. Okay, let's start with the very first function, floor. I'm applying floor of an input date, that is 14th August 26, 15 hours, 43 minutes and 54 seconds. So floor function by default, it will truncate the time component and it will give the starting date of the current date, whereas the CEIL function will return the starting day of the next day. So in this case, floor will return 14th August 0 hours. Similarly, CEIL will return 15th August 0 hours. So CEIL will give the higher value, floor will give the lower value. That is the starting date of the current day or the next day. Let me show you both in the same query so that we'll be able to understand better. As I told, floor of 14th August will return 14th August, whereas CEIL of 14th August will return 15th August. Okay. Now, by using some format specifier, the default behavior is it will remove the time component and it will go to either a starting time of the current day or the next day, whereas we have an option to specify the format specifier to say whether you want the start of the day or start of the week or start of the month or start of the quarter or start of the year. And there are so many other format specifiers also that we can refer to the documentation. Okay, now in this case, I'm trying to get the starting day of week. So in this case, CEIL will return the starting day of next week. Let me show you both together. So in this case, it is a 14th August, the starting day of the current week. When you specify W, the current week, that is the starting day of the current week, will be considered based on the starting day of current month. That is why in this case, 8th August is considered as the start of the current week, and 15th August is considered as the start of the next week. Suppose if you specify WW, in this case, the starting day of the week will be considered based on the starting day of the year. Okay, if you want to consider the starting day as a Monday to Sunday, then we need to specify IW, that is ISO week. So in this case, the starting day of the week will be considered as the Monday, and the starting day of the end of the week will be considered as Sunday. So that is why in this case, the 17th is written as output, that is the starting day of next week, that is the next Monday after 10th August. Okay. Let me show you an example to understand the usage based on month. So in this case, 14th August 2026, when we apply the floor function, it will return the starting day of that month. So that is why it is returning 1st August. In this case, CEIL will give us the starting date of the next month. That is why it is returning 1st September. Let me show you both together. That is 1st August. Either we'll be able to go to 1st August using floor, or we'll be able to go to the 1st September using CEIL function, because we specified the format specify as month. Let me show you another query. So I'm applying the floor function for the date, and I'm specifying the format specify as Q, nothing but the quarter. So it will take us to the starting day of the current quarter in which the date falls in. Similarly, CEIL will take us to the starting date of next quarter. So in this case, it will return as the 1st October. Okay, let me show you both together. So the floor will take us to 1st July, and CEIL will take us to the 1st October, because our input date is 14th August. Finally, I am specifying the format specifier as year, so that the floor will take us to the first date of current year, and CEIL will take us to the first date of next year, that is 1st Jan 2027. Let me show you both together. So the floor will take us to 1st Jan 26, CEIL will take us to the 1st Jan 27. Okay. Now let me show you an example for timestamp. So the concept is almost exactly the same, very similar to what we have seen for the date input. So for timestamp also the exact similar behavior. First, let me show you both together. So in this case, by default, because we are not specifying any format specifier, so that is why it has truncated the time component, and it has taken to the starting date of 14th or 15th. So floor take us to the 14th August 2026, 0 hours. Whereas the CEIL function took us to 15th August, 0 hours. So here also you can specify the format specifier. Let me show you here. So I'm just specifying the format specifier. I'm not going to show you all the queries, because the format specifier logic is almost the same across all these things. So in this case, I'm just specifying the month. So floor will take us to the 1st August, whereas CEIL will take us to the 1st September, because we specified the format specifier as month here. Okay, now let me take you through the third example, that is for interval. Okay, here I'm just going to show you an example like this is a day to second interval. That is, I'm converting a string into an interval of 2 days, 10 hours, 3 minutes, 45 seconds, and a fraction of seconds. Now if I try to apply a flow to this interval, so there are two options. Either you can go to 2 days or 3 days, that is starting of the day or the starting of the next day. So in this case, the floor will take us to 2 days. Similarly, CEIL will take us to 3 days. So this will truncate the remaining time component, and it will try to round off to the whole, or it will try to truncate or round off to the whole. So that is why floor has written 2 days and CEIL has written 3 days in the same date to second time interval format. Let me show you another example to understand this better. Let me show you both together. So floor will take us to 2 days, whereas CEIL will take us to 3 days. Let me show you one more example. Number to day second interval. That is, in this case, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to convert 50.5 hours into a day to second interval. So 50.5 hours means 48 hours will be converted into 2 days. That is 24 hours per day, right? So 48 hours will be converted into 2 days. So remaining 2.5 hours will be converted into 2 hours 30 minutes. So that is why this function returned the interval as 2 days, 2 hours, 30 minutes. Now if we try to apply the floor function, 2 days, 2 hours, 30 minutes will be the immediate lowest number is 2 days. It will return 2 days. Similarly, the CEIL function will return 3 days. Okay, let me show you both together. Right? So floor function will return us 2 days, whereas the CEIL function will return us 3 days. If you want to know the complete list of format specifier, I will suggest you to watch this documentation. So here is the complete list in the documentation where we can use many other format specifiers like year, month, week. So this is what I mentioned. WW, the starting day will be considered as the first day of year. Similarly, when you say W, the week start day will be considered based on the first day of month. IW means it is ISO week, where the starting day of the week will be considered as Monday. So you can specify many other format specifiers here. I hope you learned something new in this video. If yes, please like this video, subscribe and stay tuned for new future video, interview question, SQL practical question and concept videos. And thanks a lot for watching this video.